Marge the Lumberjill is the sixth episode of the 31st season of The Simpsons. This is directed by Rob Oliver, and I genuinely don't know how I feel about this. I don't think I hate it, but I wasn't surprised to see it's got a really low overall rating on IMDb. It's got 5.7 out of 10 across currently 265 reviews and ratings. Even for this stage of The Simpsons, that's pretty low. To be honest, I didn't mind the animation of it. There was always something different to look at because there were a lot of different environments, and we're going to Portland, and a lot of it's outdoors, and Marge is wearing different clothing, so visually it's quite engaging. But in terms of the actual narrative, I just thought it was a little bit all over the place. Marge realizes she's really good at competing as a lumberjack, and she competes with a friend of Patty and Selma's, and she's doing this thing for herself, and I think it's really great. And then Homer begins to worry that she's going to go off and be in a relationship with this other woman, and he wants to get her back, but in true Homer style, he doesn't know how to do that. And it's all about allowing Marge to have something that's just for her. It doesn't necessarily mean she's not a mother and wife anymore, but of course the family don't necessarily see it that way. I didn't mind it, but when I reflect on it, I can't think of anything about the narrative that I actually liked. The animation, yes, as I said, visually it was pretty great, but in terms of the narrative, I just feel like it wasn't very interesting. It made sense. This came about because Homer was meant to be chopping up wood, and he was in his hammock, so Marge decided that she would do it, and Patty and Selma see and introduce her to this woman, and it goes off from there. So it makes sense. It's got an organic development, but other than that, I don't really have a lot of praise for it. I think they were trying to lean into the whole women can be strong, powerful, successful people, and I feel like they maybe overdid it a little bit too much, and I feel like that could push some people away. It didn't push me away exactly, but I feel like they were trying too hard with that, and then not really trying hard with an interesting narrative, and they kind of didn't get the balance or the focus quite right. Did I hate it? No. Did I enjoy it? Not really. Would I skip it? I don't know, I might. It depends on what I'm in the mood for, but Marge the Lumberjill is definitely not one that I'm going to watch 1,000 times over. It's not great. It definitely needed a lot of work. Visually, really enjoyed it. Very engaging in terms of the animation, but with the narrative, it definitely wasn't the best. As I said, I don't necessarily agree with the 5.7 out of 10, but at the same time, I'm not completely fazed by that either. I feel like, yeah, it's kind of expected. Definitely not the best episode.